Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and Vivo just sent over not only their X200 but the X200 Pro, and both of these phones look insane. In this video, we're only going to check out the X200 Pro. The unboxing of the X200 versus the X200 Pro is coming very soon, so be sure to click the subscribe button so you're notified when that goes live. Anyways, the specs on the X200 Pro look absolutely crazy. I hear the camera's insane. You get a 200 megapixel Periscope lens. Excited to check that out. You get the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 and just all of the flagship specs you would expect. Anyways, let's dive into it. Let's open up the box, see what we get, and then of course get some hands-on with the new X200 Pro from Vivo. Let's get started. Here is the X200 Pro, co-engineered with Zeiss from Vivo. Opening it up, let's see what we get. Setting our phone to the side for just a second. SIM ejection tools, standard booklets, plus an included case. You can tell that the camera module is fairly large right away. You get a USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable for charging, and the included charging brick via USB Type-A, which is up to 90 watts Vivo Flash Charge. And on to what you came to see, the X200 Pro. It looks like they included the black variant. There are multiple colors to choose from. Anyways, I'm going to boot this up for the first time. We're going to take a closer look at the hardware of this flagship. Down at the bottom, SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port, one of our speakers. Make note, on the right side, very flat, a lot of real estate to hold on to, but the screen has just a slight curve on the edge there. It's very minimal. Power button, volume rockers. Take note of that very large camera module there on the back. Up towards the top, looks like you have an IR blaster and a microphone. And then along the left side, absolutely nothing. Close look at that black color, says Vivo on the back, and there it is, that insane camera system. A close look at that camera system from Zeiss. In the upper left is that 200 megapixel telephoto camera. You also get a 50 megapixel main sensor with the Sony Lydia 818 sensor and a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens with a N1 sensor. You like the texture surrounding the camera as well. Anyways, I'm going to run through the startup process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. There is an in-display fingerprint scanner. Setting it down, a couple of things I want to point out. First of all, the haptic feedback is great, very premium, exactly what I would expect out of a flagship, but also while holding on to the phone, since the camera module is so big, you try and rest your finger under that camera, but it's still a little top-heavy overall, so it's going to take a little bit to get used to it. Anyways, you can add more fingerprints if you'd like. Vivo has included Gemini as your personal AI assistant with Google. You can also use their voice assistant. All right, we are all set up and ready to go with their FunTouch OS, which is their skin on top of Android. I'd like to point out Vivo did include a pre-installed screen protector. I'd recommend leaving this on. Always satisfying taking them off, though. Close look at the 6.8-inch AMOLED display, 2800 by 1260 resolution. Also, I want to point out that it has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, so fairly compact considering. This display also has a 120 hertz refresh rate that I can tell is already enabled out of the box, but I do want to go into display settings to confirm a couple of things. First of all, out of the box, screen resolution set to higher, which is interesting. Usually it's set to a little bit lower on some phones, but on the X200 Pro, it's actually set to that 1260 by 2800. You can bump it down if you want to save some battery life, and it's set to smart switch out of the box. You can force 60 hertz to save battery or force 120 hertz if you want everything to look really smooth. Quick test of that in-display fingerprint scanner. It should be quick. I haven't really had any issues with any in-display fingerprint scanners lately. I think this is the perfect position for one. If I did have a preference, some of them are a little bit too low. I like this spot. Jumping into that camera application, let's check it out. First of all, just snapping some quick pictures. Shutter speed seems to be really quick. 0.6 is that ultra wide angle lens. You've got a 2x button, a 3.7x button, and then a 10x button. Now, if you really wanted to press and hold, you can quickly swap between different ones all the way up to that 100 times zoom. When you go into portrait mode, you have different millimeters for different focal lengths and just different blur types as well. You can select the portrait lens from Zeiss right here, whether it's close-up, figure, classic. When it comes to video, you can shoot all the way up to 8K, 30 frames per second, or 4K 120. I'm really glad They included the really smooth 120 frames per second. Slow-mo shots just look a lot better, and you get a ton of frames. There is a portrait video mode, and if I go to more, there's a look at all of the other settings, including that Pro mode. There are AI features like repair, where you can actually AI photo enhance. This is a really good lighting shot, so it's not really going to do very much, but with grainier pictures, lower light shots, that's going to help quite a bit. And of course, AI erase, where you can manually select or remove people, and there's glare reduction right here. However, let's do the smart circle and just draw a circle around this piece of plastic here, and it will intelligently erase it. There it goes. Bye-bye. That actually looks really good. I'm pretty impressed by that one, considering it just replace the wood on the desk. Also in settings, there's a ton of ways to customize your home screen, always on display, lock screen, and the dynamic effects, including the fingerprint unlock animation, charging animation, and just a lot more. Just real quick, here's a look at the phone with the included case, and there's still some texture around where that camera module is. Overall, it looks good, the cutouts look good, and it does cover up the buttons on the side. Anyways, that is it from me for now on the X200 Pro. Like I mentioned, more to come on that X200 from Vivo, so be sure to click the subscribe button so you're notified when that goes live, and be sure to follow me on Instagram to check out some pictures taken with the X200 Pro. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know what you think, and as always, thanks for watching.